All
right.
Part 2, continue.
Are we coming in clear? Let me check and see.
Oy vey.
Boop, boop, be doo. Let's see. Part 2, continue. Looks clear.
Okay. I don't need to hear it 10 times.
All right. We good.
We're back. We lost a lot of you during that. I don't know why that happened.
Well, you see, at least it tells you up here. Used to. I don't know what the fuck YouTube has been doing here over the past few months, but they've made some changes that are pissing me off. Now, used to, when the connection would freeze up like that, it would show you by our screen on this end locking up, and it would show you. At least here on the computer, it said connection unstable. I'll be on my phone, it'll lock up and not even indicate that anything is wrong.
Yeah.
I'm sitting here reading, thinking that everything's all good. All of a sudden, 300, 400 people drop off the chat. I'm like, what the fuck? Now, I'll pick up my MacBook and look at it. It's frozen. Didn't even tell me. Been sitting here reading like a dumbass for 20 minutes. So, man, YouTube's just been pissing me off lately, dude.
How do I block this? You go on there and do it. It's not letting me do it. All right. I gotta paste the
You gotta do it from my account.
Well, it should let me do it on mine, but I don't know why it's not doing it.
Boop, boop, be doo.
All right.
Boop, boop, be doo, boop, boop, be doo.
Are you guys back? Who do we have back in the chat? We left off on Amber, so hers kind of got cut off. Do you remember what you were saying? Like the karmic?
Yeah, I mean, where's that at? Is that even the one? Which one was it?
I'll do it. Just finish saying what you were saying.
I mean, that was pretty much all that I had to say. I mean, there's still uncleared karma, so I can't technically tell you to walk away from this because there is still uncleared karma, but the only thing I can say, I'd give it about a 50-50 chance. If in fact the two of you do end up reconnecting, just be very, very careful because it's an energetic mess. Be careful. That's all I can say about that. And that's pretty much it.
All right. Well, I'm glad you remembered that.
Bugy. What's up, Bug?
I was looking for him.
What's up, Bug? You want to come say hi?
That's my baby.
Here's the Bugy.
That's my big baby.
What's up, Bug? Say hi to everybody.
Aww.
This is the same Bugy we got back in 2019. Any of y'all been with us? He was a little bitty kitten.
Yes, everybody remembers. We're always posting about him. All right. We're going to just keep going with our list. So next is, how do we say his name again? Jacinta?
Jacinta?
I
hope.
It says, what is going to happen to me and a Virgo? I feel like every time we get intense, he runs to work and I don't hear from him in a while. What should I do? Should I end this or continue to have faith?
Runs to work.
I don't know. He has to go to work.
So
I don't know.
He has to work, right? He has a job. And you get intense with him before he has to leave for work? Let me see what the soul contract is. There's the Virgo card. Death card reversed. Ah, man. I see on and off written all over this. I don't know. I'm feeling with the Nine of Cups here like this person kind of wants to remain single. Kind of. And the Hermit. Nine of Cups, Hermit. The Hermit is the Virgo card. Kind of wants to remain single. Lover's card reversed. Not really the strongest connection in the world. I think he's a little bit afraid of carrying the burden. I think he's afraid of falling in love, basically, is what this feels like. Afraid of falling in love. So, let me see here. So you would honestly, you could make this work, but you would have to make a major energetic shift. If you could somehow figure out how to completely release, give him a big long leash, and let him do his thing on his own terms, and seriously don't worry about it, that could increase the chances. It's not a guarantee. It could increase the chances. Empress reversed, yeah. It would require a pretty dramatic energetic shift, because I'm seeing emotional independence and emotional codependency meeting each other and clashing. So yeah, unless something is able to jam a stick in this energetic cycle, it's going to keep looping around and repeating the same cycle and repeating the same cycle and repeating the same cycle. So yeah, he definitely doesn't want to be smothered. He doesn't want to be, he doesn't want anybody that's pushy or needy or anything like that. He values his emotional independence, values his autonomy. And yeah, so if you could, I don't know. I don't want to say too much. I'm just not 100% convinced that you would be able to make the energetic shift and hold it long enough for the two of you to be able to come together. So this is telling me that you're probably going to end up more than likely walking away from this year with the 8 of Cups right there. Because yeah, he is scared of falling in love. So if you want, you can wait it out, do the best you can to release your expectations, and that can increase the chances of him seeing the opportunity that's available to him. But if you don't think you'll have the patience for that, then yeah, you might not want to try to push this any further. Okay.
Okay. Next is Angela. Rich, what is blocking Max from making a move towards me? Does he have any feelings? I don't want to repeat my pattern of waiting. Okay, so this is the one that we did on the last video.
So I already read this situation.
Well, didn't you read? Let's see what she asked last time was, what does he think of me? How does he really feel about me? And then they're just getting to know each other. And I think didn't it say something about like they're not gonna work out or something?
No,
I don't remember.
I remember it. I don't really know of a way to make it any more clear. I don't know how to explain it.
Well, she says, I don't want to repeat my pattern of waiting. So she doesn't want to wait for somebody if he doesn't have any feelings.
Yeah, well, same card came out as last time. It's not that he doesn't have feelings. It's that his approach. He's taking the approach of, I want to find a life partner, but I don't want to open up to you until I'm sure that you are my person. And that is the ass backwards approach that you should be taking. It's complete ass backwards. It would take me probably 15 or 20 minutes to sit and break down and explain why that's the erroneous approach, but that's the wrong approach to take. So he doesn't have feelings for anyone. He's not letting himself have feelings for anyone because in his mind, he's afraid of repeating a pattern as well, of opening up, falling in love with somebody, and then getting stabbed in the heart. So you all are kind of mirroring each other in your own way. So it's his approach. I don't know any other way to explain that. What's blocking him? He's blocking himself with the approach that he's taking. He thinks that he's going to leave his walls up for the rest of his life and not connect with anyone until he determines that that person is worthy of connecting with. And it ain't going to work like that. Ain't gonna work like that. So it's him. He's blocking himself. He's not letting himself have feelings for anyone because he was hurt in the past at some point. When, I don't know. Was it last week, last month, last year, 10 years ago, 20 years ago? I don't know. But he's guarding his heart. So that's what's blocking it. Yeah. So if you don't want to wait, what I would do is I would at least try to make your feelings and your intentions and your concerns known. You know, somehow, some way, if you can figure out between the two of you what's the best way to slide that in there and let your concerns be known. Let it be known that you're concerned about this. Let it be known that you're struggling with this. And hopefully that can help things, you know, because it's the approach he's taking it's a risky approach to take. So that's about all I can say about it.
Next is for Anonymous. It says, what is the future of mine and ... relationship? Been together 6 years. I had to break up with him recently because everything was absolutely shit, god awful, and he's not going to stop being deceitful until there was consequences for his actions. And I always threatened to break up with him if he did it again, and I was emotionally effed up about it. I had met a guy that brought him home from work one day in December, and there was / is a strong connection between us. It's so obvious. He helped me stick to my word, and I broke up with ... person. And a week later, I hooked up with the new guy who's Aries. And everything was awesome, but I told ... that if he wanted to be with me, he'd have to fix a lot of things. And wouldn't you know, he really put a lot of effort into fixing things. Kinda, I can't effing decide if he really has or if I'm being biased. So I broke up with Aries, and I'm back with ... who's a Gemini. It's been a mess. Absolutely heart-pulling, mind-twisting, gut-wrenching mess. Then I thought, what the heck? I'll see what the tarot says. I'm just curious, what is our future with ...
Well, not only could I have told you that would happen, but you already went off and energetically hooked into somebody else. So now you're bringing some extra energy to add to the shitload with that Aries person. Because now you and the Aries person are quantum entangled. And it's going to take you a long time to untangle from that. Now you're bringing another load of energy back to the connection. And that's going to add to the bullshit that was already there. So, yeah, that's a mess. That is a mess. Let me look at the soul contract. Magician. You already told me that, basically. So. Oh, okay. I haven't seen this come through in a while. The Hierophant. So, okay, this is a good old-fashioned case of the primary reason behind this soul contract is to completely change you into a totally different person. Completely. And I don't know how long y'all were together. Of course, these things can take a while. It was meant to, long story short, from the minute you all first met to the minute you parted ways and everything in between, from the minute you completely and fully release this and heal from this, that chain of experiences is going to mold you into an unrecognizable version of yourself. And however long it takes for that to happen, the future, that cycle will repeat itself and repeat itself and repeat itself and repeat itself and repeat itself until you put an end to it for good. And then you go on a healing journey. And hey, if you're already jumping in with new people that quick, you're probably going to have a lot more lessons to learn too. But long story short, in the next 5 years, you won't recognize yourself. You will become an extremely different person. Very, very different. Much wiser. You see what the second spread says. Knight of Cups reversed. Seven of Cups. Yeah. So yeah. Okay. Well, this is going to be heavy. You got a heavy journey ahead of you. Very heavy. But long story short, by the time the clock strikes 2030, you'll be so different you won't recognize yourself. You'll look back on the version of you now and won't be able to relate to that person at all. But what's the future? You see it. You see it. You see the future. So you all do what you got to do as many times as it takes for you to learn. And I know sometimes I try to say that in a way that doesn't sound condescending because it sounds like I'm being an asshole when I'm saying that. I really don't mean it that way. I really don't. It literally is better for you to repeat the cycle until you learn than to just blindly take advice that you don't fully understand. And I mean that with all of my heart. I'm not being an asshole. I've had to do it. We all have to do it. So the future is it's going to keep repeating the cycle and repeating the cycle and repeating the cycle and repeating the cycle because you already know that the person you're dealing with is a dishonest, deceitful, lying, manipulative, backstabbing little fuckbag. He's not sorry because what he did was wrong. He's sorry that there was a consequence. That's two different types of sorry. Two different types of sorry. Okay. If you're not sorry because what you did was wrong, then you're not going to change. If the only thing you're sorry about is facing consequences, all you're going to do is figure out how to be sneakier so you can avoid those consequences. You're not going to change what you're doing. See what I'm saying? All right. Yeah. I'm awake now. I'm awake now.
Wait, that doesn't make any sense. I don't get that.
What's that?
Why me and the Gemini keep connecting and disappearing on each other? What does
You tell
that
me
mean?
why. You tell me why. Why'd you let him come back? You already did what you needed to do.
Are you talking about one person?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, that's not their turn yet, but that's their question. So, do you want to?
Oh, so that's a different question? Oh, okay. Oops. I thought that was the person.
No.
Never mind that. I thought that was the person I just read for. Scratch that. Never mind.
No, that's somebody who just paid, but I don't understand what they're asking.
Why are the two?
I mean, you can read that then.
Why are the two of you on and off? Yeah.
Oh, why is it on and off?
I can read that.
Oh, okay. Okay, next is Connie. I'm studying astrology and really amazed by it all, but my memory is not as good as it used to be. Will I be able to retain it all? You should try Alpha Brain. One of those little brain pills.
Another thing too, a lot of this stuff, it's not like for example, I couldn't tell you the textbook version of a lot of tarot cards, but it's intuitive, you know? So retain it all, like sit and read what the book says and retain what the book says. No, and you're not expected to. You're not expected to. All you need to do is retain just enough of it to get an intuitive feel so that you understand it's an intuitive thing. It's not as a retaining it all, retaining all the information, you know, like 3D, going to school, read this book and learn whatever. Don't take that approach. So no, not really, but you're not really expected to. The only thing you'll need to retain is just enough to understand how it works. And then the rest of it is intuitive. So, oh, man, I got buggy hair all over me. So yeah, I don't know really what else to say here. If you're expecting to retain every bit of what the book says, probably not. I couldn't do that. I couldn't retain all that. Don't drive yourself nuts trying to approach it from such a logical perspective. Just retain what you can and then let your intuition do the rest. And you'll be good. You'll be all right.
Okay. Next is Stephanie. Stephanie, who's a Gemini, and my BF Reese Pisces. Negative stuff happening around us the last week or so with job, vehicles, family. WTF is going on?
What?
Basically, why is a bunch of negative things happening to them? If you can read that. If not, we can just refund.
How long y'all been together?
I think I remember reading something like this recently for this person. I don't know. That name is so common though, so it's really hard to tell. Everybody's name's Stephanie. We always have a Stephanie every single time.
That's my mom's name too.
Mm-hmm.
But so I don't know how long y'all have been together. It doesn't really matter that much. In order to maintain and retain a rock solid relationship, you have to go through challenges together. You have to. You have to. You have to. I know that we've all been so brainwashed into believing that, you know, we're going to get with somebody and then just float on a cloud happily ever after, because that's what the movies as kids brainwashed us into believing. And I'm not saying you won't. You'll float on your little cloud. You'll have plenty of time for that. But the two of you are going to have to go through challenges together. You're going to have to go through obstacles together. The two of you working through and processing through challenges, obstacles, problems, hardships, that's what makes it stronger. That's what allows the two of you to lay a more solid foundation and allows for the two of you to have more stability. So it's part of your path together. It's just simply part of your path. That's normal. There will be times where everything is going really, really good. There will be times when things are going shitty. And the two of you being able to stick around through thick and thin is what's going to lay the foundation for the two of you to be able to have something that's unfucking breakable. We're going through a lot of tests together. And usually, well, like I said, I don't think it ever stops, but it happens more frequently when the relationship is new. Yeah. Yeah, it's just part of your all's path. It's just part of it. It's just part of it. This too shall pass. Not only that, see, look, there's the Empress again, but, you know, we're going through an astrological shit show right now. Still got a couple of eclipses to get out of the way, a couple more retrogrades. Yeah, so March is going to suck. And we just all got to fucking bite the bullet and white knuckle the steering wheel and just ride that fucking wave, dude. But yeah, it's all good. It's part of your path.
Okay. Next is for 535734. My current boyfriend is also an ex-boyfriend who I now live with. Am I supposed to be here with him?
Is it just me or is it hot in here? Are you burning up?
No.
I'm sweaty.
I can give you a fan.
No, here in a second, I'm going to go put my shorts on. When I'm done with this, I'm going to go throw my shorts on. I got sweatpants on. Queen of Swords. 9 of Cups. You're going through a learning curve right now. You're going through a learning curve. So are you supposed to be there with him? It depends on what you mean by supposed to be. Yes, but not for the reasons that you might think. Not for the reasons that you might think. This is a learning curve. There's a lot of very, very valuable lessons and wisdom that you're being given right now. Very valuable. Very, very valuable. So, yeah. So this is a repeat cycle. Is that what you said? Yeah. So this isn't your divine life partner, but you are being taught very, very life-changing lessons right now. So, yeah, you're supposed to be there right now, but not for the reasons that you may think. Emperor reverse. Yeah. So, yeah, there's nothing wrong with where you are right now. Nothing wrong with it. But it may not be what you think. There's going to be some twists and turns in the next year or so that, like I said, are teaching you very, very, very valuable, life-changing lessons. I'm going to go throw on a pair of shorts, and I'm going to do a deck swap while I'm at it.
Okay.
Deck swap.
Sorry, I'm going to be boring for a second because I got to do something.
Hang on.
Oops. Oops. Why do they make these emojis so big?
Oh, it feels much better.
I think it's because this time of the day when the sun comes through here, it gets hot. Okay.
Probably. All right. Last night I was going crazy because the same message kept coming through during my all signs.
I heard you in there.
So I kept every sign I would go grab 2 different decks, and the same thing kept coming through, dude. So I totally forgot that I even had this. I got this for Halloween 2023. And then for this past Halloween, I completely forgot I had it. It stayed stuck in that box, and I just found it today. The Sleepy Hollow Tarot. So
how do you remember? He remembers all these years, and like, how are you remembering that?
It's a Halloween themed deck.
I got this on Halloween 2023. Like, I don't even remember 2000. Oh yeah, I do. But like, I have to really stop and think about it. I'm not going to remember when I bought something, what year I bought something. That's weird. But I can remember the map, and you can't. So we remember different
She's
things.
a human GPS. Swear to God. All she has to do is look at a map and be like, okay, I know all the back roads. I know this, blah, blah, blah. And she won't even turn GPS on. And she'll just boom, boom, all these crazy back roads. I'm like, how the fuck do you know where you're going? She goes, I looked at the map. I just looked at the map right before we left. And she memorizes it and just I'm like, God damn, dude.
I think it's fun. It's fun to get lost sometimes too, because then you find new ways that you didn't know, and then you're like, oh, what? I didn't know I could go this way, and then it's interesting and fun.
Okay.
Okay, next is Mummy T-Rex. My adult son has a medical condition. I'm his carer at the moment, but hoping his condition will become manageable so that he's independent soon. He plans to go to university and live on campus this fall. Would supporting him to go be a good decision?
So, well, we are undergoing lots of major changes in the world right now. And one of the major changes that we are going to be undergoing in the next 5 years is the education system. By the time we get into the 2030s, every system, every industry, every infrastructure is going to be replaced with something different. The financial system, the schooling system, the education system, the voting system, the justice system, the political system, you name it. So, yes, absolutely. This is part of your all's karmic contract. This is karmic too, by the way. You know that, right? This is part of your all's karmic contract. And you all are doing really good, actually. Really good. So yes, but be open to maybe some unexpected twists and turns on that journey. But Ace of Swords, though, yeah, it's good. Everything that you're doing is right, bang on the money. I think you all are clearing some karma from many lifetimes. Many lifetimes. Y'all have been trying to figure this out for a long time, and y'all doing a pretty good job in this lifetime. Let's see what this one says. But no, goofball, it's a Halloween-themed deck. That's the Ichabod Crane. That's the Sleepy Hollow.
Ichabod.
The Headless Horseman.
I don't know what that is.
Ichabod Crane. You never saw a Headless Horseman as a kid?
No, it sounds terrifying.
It was kind of scary, but that's the tarot deck for it. So that's how I remember that I got that for Halloween 2023. And then I forgot I had it. Anyway, let's see. Emperor. This is one I haven't used since California. Four of Pentacles reversed. Nine of Cups again. Yeah. So you're pretty well on your way to closing out this karmic cycle here. Pretty well on your way. And yes, I do think that supporting him to go do big things and helping him believe that it's possible will help. I saw this video the other day of this couple who had this kid with Down syndrome. And they said, we just decided not to ever tell him that anything was impossible. So he got this idea that he's going to go to this big Ivy League college. And they were like, we're just going to not say anything, just let him do his thing and let him learn on his own that it's probably not going to happen. Well, it happened because he believed it was possible. Nobody told him that he couldn't do it. So he fucking manifested it, you know? So, yeah. You're doing what you need to be doing according to the soul contract.
All right. Next is Casey. Says, unsure if my connection with MH, who's a Taurus, is over. Known him 23 years. Haven't spoken since January. Maybe that means Cancer. Well, I know she's in the chat, so, and I know she wanted to add some more details. So, This is your time to shine. Capricorn.
So what are the details you wanted to add?
Well, what is it that you want to know? What do you need to know in that?
Nothing. I mean.
Oh, okay. The connection is over.
So,
is that just a friend?
Yeah, is it a friend or what? I mean, known him for 23 years.
You don't just put it here in the chat because we don't have time to do the email.
January, February, March. 2 months out of 23 years. I would imagine, have you never gone that long without talking to this person?
We had an argument. Yeah, but is this just a friend or is this like a relationship?
Well, I can see that whatever it was that happened between the two of you did put a permanent dent in the connection.
No relationship, so.
I did put a permanent.
Oh, it was a relationship.
Okay. So y'all were together for 23 years? Well, whatever it was, yes, this put a permanent dent in the connection, and this person is extremely guarded, extremely. So it's looking like if the two of you did try to come back together, the dent that punched in the connection, you might not be able to pop it out. So, yeah, it's at least for the time being. Right now, I would say, hang on, let me grab the second spread. Oh, yeah, and it's a Taurus. Shit.
No, she's the Taurus, I think. No, wait. Oh, yeah, sorry, I was looking at that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's a Taurus.
Yeah. He's the
Taurus going to hold on to some shit for fucking years. I ain't never met a Taurus that lets go of anything. I never have. Every Taurus I've ever met still mad at shit that happened 15 years ago.
She said we were first loves, and I guess they haven't been together since the summer. And he's in the middle of a horrible divorce. Wait, what? Oh, they've just known each other for 23 years.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right, Hierophant. Tower card. Well, for now, here's what I would say for now. I would release it and let it go for now. And be preparing yourself to reconnect with this person at an unknown time in the future. Don't even set a time frame in your mind. A year, 2 years, 3 years. And once you do as much healing and releasing from this connection as possible, then shoot this person a closure message. And more than likely, it'll probably be about a 95% chance that this person will still be the exact same person that you walked away from, and you won't. And then ask yourself, do I want this person in my life? Do I want this person in my life? So, yeah, this put a pretty permanent dent in the connection. I would release this for now, while you work on healing it and letting go of it and whatnot, and then come back for closure later on down the line, and that'll probably help you let go of it the rest of the way if you do it like that. All right.
Okay, next is for Yesenia. Does Jordan see a serious / deep connection or relationship between us? This is someone I'm interested in, more on the new side, 2 months in.
2 months in, that's too long to be confused about what they want. It's too long. It shouldn't take that long.
But it does when people have like jobs and they have like lives and they're busy. I think when you only have time to see each other maybe on the weekends.
I know. And then what does that turn into?
Probably friends with benefits.
A failed relationship.
Oh.
It never goes
Trying to
anywhere.
guess what you were
I'm not saying it's not normal. I'm not saying it doesn't happen. It happens exponentially, ridiculously a lot, but it doesn't go anywhere.
Okay, she said, Jordan and I, we are both Scorpios. I was clear. I'm looking for something serious. I'd like to know if he's just leading me on or he took what I want to consideration if he see a relationship happening between us.
Well, he doesn't know what he wants. 2 of Wands, 2 of Swords. Doesn't know what he wants, but we do have 10 of Cups reversed.
Yikes.
He's got his guard up, very, very guarded. Doesn't want to let nobody in, but at the same time, he's empty, lonely, and codependent. So when you have an empty, lonely, codependent who's afraid of falling in love because he's never actually been in love, all he's ever had is codependency attachments. So he knows that if I get attached to somebody, I'm just going to end up hurt, but he doesn't know how to reverse that process. Then that's when you have this crazy emotional anomaly where we're attached from a distance and I still have energetic hooks in you and I'm not letting you in. I'm keeping you at an arm's distance and it strings you along and just turns into a big shit show of mess and it creates a bunch of karma. So no, he doesn't know what he wants. He's empty, lonely, codependent, but he's also terrified of being in love, falling in love, and getting hurt again. But he's lonely at the same time. So he's battling in his mind. He's got a hell of a battle going on in his mind. Yeah. Yeah, he doesn't know what he wants. Doesn't know what he wants. He doesn't know if he wants to keep his options open and just be free to date around and explore other options. Or at the same time, he's very, very lonely. He's a mess. This person's a mess. He's very confused and doesn't know what he wants. So what I would do if I was you, you've already expressed your concerns. You've already done that. And he hasn't said or done anything to alleviate those concerns. That's not a good sign. That means I don't care how you feel. If you've expressed your concerns and he's done absolutely nothing about it, that's all you need to know. He's fighting a battle in his own mind. He's protecting his heart. He doesn't know what he wants. I wish I could think of a better way. Well, I could. If I really wanted to explain this energy, it'd probably take me about 20 minutes. But that's the condensed in a nutshell version of this person's energy, feelings, and intentions. So take that and do with it what you will. If it was me, I wouldn't be fucking with that. 2 months in, I've already told you, I'm still scratching my head, confused about where I stand with you. I'd be like, fuck you then. But, that's just me.
Okay, next is for Joe. Am I in his thoughts enough for him to come towards me?
Enough. What's that mean? That's not how men work. Because you could live in his fucking head. You could own his thoughts. And he would never let you know. That's how men work. You gotta understand that men are conditioned to fight battles that you couldn't comprehend and not let anybody know about it. Because nobody cares. So you could own his fucking thoughts. That doesn't necessarily mean he's going to come towards you. Well, let's see. Empress reversed.
And men say weird complicated.
You are complicated.
Sounds way worse.
So are you in his thoughts? Yeah. Well, I'm kind of curious. Who is this person to you? Is this a past person? Is this somebody you had a past history with? I'm not sure what to say about this. It kind of feels like, yeah, you're in his thoughts, but he's intimidated, very insecure. but afraid that coming towards you would be nothing but a bunch of drama. So, like I said, yeah, you take up quite a bit of space in his head, but he's pushing forward and moving on from this either way because he's very insecure. Has very low self-confidence, little to no self-esteem, wants to move forward and keep his options open, especially if this is a past person. Yeah, so you do, like, that's what I was saying. I had a feeling it was going to come through like that. I had a feeling. Moon card, see? Yep. Yeah, you live in his head. Lover's card, moon card. But right now, he's got his guard up. He does not want to let that guard down. See, that's what I'm saying. You can own a man's thoughts. And if he doesn't want, for whatever the reason is, whether he's insecure or whether he just doesn't want you to have power over him or doesn't want you to know you have power over him or what, he could push through and not even let you know about it. So he's trying very hard not to come towards you. I guess it's possible that one day he could fold under pressure and break. It's possible, but that's not what his intentions are right now. His intentions are to bury it, forget about it, cover it up, and try to find somebody new to get it off his mind.
Okay, next is Mike. Will the Libra reach out? I'm a Gemini. Things got awkward, so I backed away.
Awkward? Queen of Wands reversed. Well, honestly, I'm thinking that you did something very special here. What you did, that was basically the awkwardness was the universe telling you to get away from this person. And because it's time for the next soul contract. So right now, I don't think this person has intentions of reaching out. I think this person was about to get in the way and block the next contract from coming in. I think so. They may I don't know how long you all were together or whatever, but it was threatening to block the next person from coming in. There is another contract due to come in. And yeah, let me see if I can give this person an energy check.
Who, the new one or the Libra?
No, the Libra. King of Cups reversed. I wish I knew what that meant. Got awkward. What do you mean got awkward?
I don't know.
Five of Wands. I don't know. I'm thinking, I don't think so. I think this person has you in their back pocket for like a rainy day. But you heeded a universal warning. So if you and this person do end up reconnecting, be very careful. Be very careful. It was awkward the first time. It'll be a crazy, fucked up shit show next time if you fail to heed that warning. So this person was threatening to block the next contract from coming in. Depending on how much time you all spent together and how energetically entangled you became, it could be blocking the next person from coming in. But yeah, so you're right where you're supposed to be.
Next person is, and by the way, we're down to our last 4. So if you were wanting to get on our list for today, you would be read here very soon. So there's not a very long wait. And once we're done with this, then we're done. So you have to wait till next week. All right. Next is Shivam. Is my ex my life partner? I am a Libra and she is a Leo. Lots of Leos today. And Pisces. I feel like that's been a lot of the signs.
Ace of Wands. Nine of Swords. What the hell is that?
3 of Cups. Death card?
2 of Pentacles. Okay.
This?
Yeah. Look at his eyes.
Oh, look. I thought this would be the death card because he's literally inside of a thing, dead.
Yeah. You should see the death card. The death card looks like the Knight of Swords because it's a dude on a horse with a sword. It's the headless horseman with a sword. But there's 2 pentacles in his eyes. Anyway.
Weird.
No. Karmic wheel in the upright. This person was a past life karmic soulmate. And the 2 of you cleared and completed your karma successfully. So no, not a divine life partner. I love this deck, man. Fuck making it a Halloween deck. I'm going to keep this on my table. The deck is badass. 4 of Cups reversed. Death card. No. Nope, not a divine life partner. That happens very rarely. Now, I have seen it happen a teeny weeny, itsy bitsy little handful of times throughout my career. Yes, you can still screw up a connection with your divine life partner, but it's hard. It's hard. It's much, 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 much harder to fuck up than any other connection. As a matter of fact, the universe might even fight against you if you try to walk away from your actual person. But it's possible. I've seen it. I can probably count like maybe 3 or 4 times throughout my career that I've seen that happen. Maybe more than that, but just off the top of my head. But no, karmic wheel, death card, past life karmic soulmate. You all cleared and completed your karma successfully. So you parted ways because it was time to part ways.
Okay, next is Anonymous. I'm a Libra and she's a Gemini, on and off for 1.5 years romantically. She's too overwhelmed with life to commit. Is our soul contract complete?
Too overwhelmed with life to commit. Is that what she told you? That one's creative. Never heard that one. Too overwhelmed with life to commit. Let's see. Eight of Wands reversed. Ace of Cups. No, it's not complete. No. No, it's not complete. It wasn't supposed to end when it did. Now, I don't know how long it was supposed to be, but I have an idea that it was supposed to be a little bit more committed than this. Now, I don't think it's your divine life partner, but it was supposed to, there was supposed to be a lot more to it than this. So no, it's not complete. No. But the trouble is that once you go on and off like that, you turn into a karmic snowball. And a year and a half, on and off and on and off and on and off and on and off. Before you know it, it's a 10-foot snowball that's just barreling down the hill. And it's really hard to bring that karmic snowball to a stop. So, yeah. Too overwhelmed with life to commit.
Mm-hmm.
That one's silly. That one's stupid, actually. Because, I mean, a life partner makes life easier when the two of you are together and committed. To have a partner to help me through life's problems makes life easier. So, load of bullshit. It's not what it is, but let's see what the next one says. Ace of Wands. Page of Coins reverse, 5 of Wands. Okay. So no, it's not complete, but now it is officially a karmic tie. It's not complete, but technically I can't really tell you what you should or shouldn't do with this because it is incomplete. But if it was me, I would cut it. I would cut it. You know, too overwhelmed with life to commit. Okay, whatever. If that's the way it's going to be, fuck you then. Snip. Take you to a different timeline. Yeah, let the universe bring somebody in and fill in the space that this person could have filled. And yeah, that's just what I would do. I'm not saying that my way is the right way, but usually when these on and off things happen like this, there's something else to it other than life, and the likelihood that it'll just keep going on and off for another year and a half and another year and a half and another year and a half is very high. So hopefully y'all can figure this out somehow, some way.
Sorry, you guys.
Do 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 do. Anyway,
Okay.
so look, here's the Death card. Doesn't that look like the Knight of Swords?
Yeah. Or the One of Swords.
The Knight of Swords.
The Page of
just
Swords.
Glancing at that, if I just glanced at that out of the corner of my eye, I would think that was the Knight of Swords. But it's the Death card.
That's true, actually. Yeah. I would not ever use that deck.
I like it.
Okay, next is for Lasagna is Delicious. Oh, stop. You know you love lasagna. You tear that up. All right. It says, why me and the Gemini keep connecting and disappearing on each other? If that makes any sense. I'm an Aquarius. He's a Gemini. We've been friends. We used to have deep conversations, but now it's more acquaintance. I've been there for him as a friend with his issues. I feel like you don't. We've been friends. Yeah. Okay, wait, I already have that. And I said, so you guys are just friends. This isn't a romantic relationship. And then they said, or he or she, sorry. Says we used to like each other, but I try to close ties with him, but he comes back around. In a way, yeah, we're friends, if it makes sense.
Well, you're dealing with a fucking Gemini. Don't know what else to tell you about that. Hangman. So, I mean, why do you keep going on and off? Well, that's kind of a layered question. Why do you keep letting him come back? That's the question. You keep going on and off. He keeps coming back because he's confused, doesn't know what he wants, doesn't want anything serious, wants to be able to waltz in and out of your life as he pleases. And it keeps happening because you are allowing it. That's why. So there's a karmic tie here, a pretty heavy karmic tie, and it's turning into a karmic cycle. So he's showing you what his intentions are, what he wants. He doesn't want long-term stable commitment. He wants somebody who he can waltz in and out of their life as he pleases when it's convenient for him. And so far, it kind of looks like you've been letting him do it. So he's happy with that. World card. Tower reversed. Yeah, because, I mean, karmic wheel again. It keeps happening because somebody has not jammed a stick in the wheel. See, cutting ties with somebody, I hear people say that all the time. Well, I cut ties with them, but they came back. Okay. So you put your foot down and block them. No. If I cut ties with you, try to come back. Try to come talk to me. I dare you. If I tell you to fuck off, I don't want nothing to do with you, I dare you to try to come back. Block, 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 blah, blah, block, blah, blah, block, 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 blah, blah, block, blah, blah, block, block, block. You ain't coming back. I mean, so yeah, the cycle is repeating itself because both of you keep doing the same thing. Are we on the last one now?
Yeah. Let me just double check. I think so. Oh wait, no, there's one more. There's two more. All right, this one is for Stacy. Oh wait, Stacy, are you in the chat? Because I remember asking her something and then I didn't see if she wrote back. Because I don't know what she's asking.
Yeah, that's weird.
What is she? No. Stacy, are you here?
Worst case scenario, I can do it as a mini reading and send it later.
Yeah.
I don't understand what that means.
Okay. We'll just do that one later. Okay, next is Whitney. I'm a Gemini and my person is a Cancer, and I feel like there might be somebody he's interested in at work and don't know what to do.
That's not good. That's not good. There's a lack of trust there. Let me ask you this. What if it comes through that there is nobody he's interested in at work? Then what? There's still an energetic disconnect. See what I'm saying? I don't even know what the question is. What to do? That's the question? There's no question there. That's a big, long statement.
Like, if he is, then she needs to break up with him, obviously.
Well, he's definitely not somebody you can fully trust. So I do think that you are picking up on the fact that stepping out of the relationship isn't beneath him. And you're picking up on that intuitively. I don't know. We got the Three of Pentacles. So there may be somebody he has his eye on at work, very possibly. Three of Pentacles, Seven of Swords. Very, very possibly. But like I said, either way, whether there is or there isn't, that lack of trust will destroy the connection either way. Because I also see very frequently situations where somebody says, you know, is this person cheating on me? And they're not. But me telling you that isn't going to fix anything. There's still a reason why you don't trust that person, because the two of you are not connected at a deep enough level to be able to vibe each other out. So, Strength card. Death reverse, Devil card. Well, if it hasn't already, this is about to start turning toxic. Tension is building between the two of you, and it's weighing you down, and it's basically each day that goes by, this is getting a little bit heavier and a little bit heavier and a little bit heavier and a little bit heavier. And if a new energetic pathway isn't taken between the two of you, I don't think this will survive 2025, because it's the trust issues and whatnot are just getting way too heavy. I don't think it's beneath him to be interested in somebody else. I don't think that's beneath him at all. And you can pick up on that energetically. So you can either express your concerns and try to work it out with this person. Just go ahead and break up with them and say, fuck it. I'm not going to be with somebody that I don't trust. If I'm not sure, if I'm with you and I have to live with the burden of not knowing what you're doing when I'm not around, fuck that. I don't want that. I'm done. I'm out. Or you can stick around and see if things either turn around or the universe kicks the tower over on the two of you. So it's kind of up to you how you want to handle it. But I can tell you that if the trust issues are not alleviated, I'd give it about a 90% chance that it's going to crash and burn before 2025 is over. So, all right.
All right.
Is that it? We done?
Yep.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for participating.
Yeah.
And hanging out with us. Even if you're just chilling, bored in the house.
Yeah.
Just watching us. It's fun.
I'm loving this little weekly routine. I have so much fun doing this. Now here, we've switched it up. 2025 is a new year. We're doing things different. We also have some exciting new things coming out here soon too, don't we?
Yeah, we do. So
do you want to talk about it, or do you want to make it a surprise? Okay.
I don't want to talk about it yet.
Okay.
But yeah, we're going to be doing these on Sundays now. So new day, same time.
All right, y'all. Until next week.
Bye.
Doses.